everybody. I hope we're all fit and well, no illness, no injuries, nothing we need to worry about. So we're going to stand up nice and tall, setting ourselves up as normal, shoulders back, tummy drawn in to engage that core, arms at your side. We're waking up those senses with that little lean forwards, catch your weight on your toes, back till just before you think you're going to fall, and just let that gently rock forwards. So if you need to take that step to stop yourself falling, just do. So we're not coming up onto tiptoes, we're pressing that big toe into the ground to stop you falling forwards. So keep the body nice and straight. So we're not bending at the waist, we're leaning from the ankles. That's good. Couple more. That's it, one more. And now find that space where you're nicely balanced, you don't feel you falling forwards or back. Hands onto hips or one hand front behind. And we're just going to tilt that pelvis under, a little squeeze of the tummy, put that arch in the bottom of the back. So it's literally just rotating that pelvis in and back. So loosens up the lower back, finds that neutral spine, gets us set, ready to move. That's good. A few more times. Excellent. Two more. So one more time, and then find that spot now. Should be nicely balanced, got a neutral spine, ready to move. Pushing those feet down into the ground, pressing it down. That's it. So we're letting those arms just move, natural walking movement. There we go. We'll gradually let the arm movement increase, bringing up that range of movement. That's it. So we're up to about shoulder height, you're still pushing that foot into the ground, pressing down through the ball of your foot. And then we'll let those arms come slightly further up. So we're starting with pushing one back, reaching up with the other, and we're increasing until we're pushing both arms back. That's it. Good, a few more. Really have that good stretch around those shoulders. Excellent. One more each way. And we're bringing that down. Okay, so standing nice and tall. Those feet still back under the hips. I want you to take your arms out, about 45 degrees. I'm just going to start with a little circle. So keeping that controlled. So probably about the size of a football to begin with, that your hands are drawing round. And then we'll start to increase that range of movement. Go a little bigger, bigger still, until we're all the way around. Really nice big circles. That's good. And then we're going to reverse it. So let's start with some big wide circles the opposite way. Getting those really big circles, reaching out, pointing the fingers. And then we start to make that slightly smaller. Just slightly smaller. That's it. We're now into those smaller circles. Really controlled movement. That's good. And circling around about the size of a football now. down. Okay, so still standing tall, let's bring those arms up, slight bend in the elbows, we're going to rotate your shoulders. So head and hips stay forwards to begin with. Just that upper back that's turning. And now we're going to let our eyes follow our hands. That's good. So we're sweeping that around. And release your heel. So we're looking all the way behind. That's it. Sweeping nicely around. Good. A few more. That's it. One each way. And bring that back to centre. Just give yourself a few seconds of balance to come back. Stop any of that dizziness going. Okay, hands up high. I'm going to take it to the side and then over. That's good. Keeping that body straight so we're not leaning forwards or back. And compare your sides. You're more flexible one side than the other. Does one feel a bit tighter? You're leaning further to one side than you are the other. That's good. Couple more, and we'll extend it round into that windmill. So we're going to take that round all the way around in front. If you do struggle with your lower back, your hamstrings, you can soften those knees. Want a nice, smooth, gentle movement, changing direction at the top. And hopefully, as those hamstrings, glutes and lower back gets warmed up, you'll be able to reach further down. So if you were just getting towards your toes first time, and you're now touching the mat, gets us nice and loosened up. Eases out everything in that postural chain. All those muscles and joints that stiffen up, tighten up overnight. Get ourselves ready to move again. That's good. A few more. That's it. One more each way. Last one around. And bringing that down. Okay, so standing nice and tall, feet back under those hips. We're just going to raise one leg, then the other, bringing that knee up to hip height. That's it, hands just wherever's comfortable for you. If you do need help with your balance, feel free to use the wall or a bit of furniture. That's it, good. So the aim is to keep standing as tall and still as we can when we raise that knee. Good, couple more, we add in that press back of the knee. So this time we're going to raise, we're going to push back and change. Up, push back and change. Keep standing nice and tall as you press that leg back. You can feel that just in the glute, lower back. That's it. Excellent. Keep that going a few more times. Good. One more each leg. And bringing it back down. Okay, those feet back nicely under hips, so standing tall. We're just going to take that down into our squat. So those knees tracking forwards, over the feet, head and chest up, bum sticks out behind. That's it, so just squatting down. Excellent. Keeping that going. That's it, nice and steady. Drop into about 90-degree bend in the knee if you can. If you do struggle with that, just drop to wherever's your level, if that's just dipping down a little bit. That's it. Excellent. Good, a couple more. So one more time. Bring that up. Good. We're going to take our feet wide now. So just over shoulder width apart. Toes pointing out about 45 degrees. We're going to squat that down. Bring it up. Keep that head and chest up. That's it. Really control. As we come back up, really squeeze that bum, pulling in with the inner thighs. Excellent. Good, keeping it going. Taking a few more. That's it, two more now. Dip that down. Back up high, one more. And bringing it up. Excellent. Okay, let's take it to the end of your mat if you're not already stood there. So we're nice and tall. Hands go high, we're going to roll ourselves down, curling down towards those feet. Unroll. So stack those vertebrae, bring it up. Good, tuck that chin, roll the shoulders, curling the spine. And we come up by unrolling that back, stacking them, then reach high. Really good. Nicely unrolling that spine as you come up. Tucking, coiling yourself up as you go down. That's it. Good, couple more times. So next one, we're going to put our hands down onto the mat. We're going to walk ourselves forwards. Use your knees if you need. But we're going to walk out into that straight arm plank. We're going to hold a few seconds and take it back. So we unroll, bringing that back up, taking it high, bring that down again, hands onto the mat, walking it out, holding in that straight arm plank. That's good, and back. One more time. Hands on the mat. Just walk it out forwards. holding there in that straight arm plank position. That's it, keep breathing. So nice and steady. And then drop it to your knees, sit back on those heels into that child's pose. Really nice stretch in the back and shoulders. And we're bringing that back up, relax it there. Okay, we're going to start face down on the mat today. So extend it out with the arms up at that 90 degrees, so elbow in line with shoulder, forearms straight. We're starting with your alternate arm and leg lift. So lifting left arm, right leg, right arm, left leg, up, pause, slowly down, change sides. So let's take that face down onto your mat. Elbows in line with shoulders, forearms on the floor, and lift. One arm, opposite leg, and down. Other side. So steady lift, a pause, steady down. Good, just keeping that going now. So it's not a huge movement. We're using those muscles around the back of the shoulder to lift the arm, and that lower back, glutes and hamstring to raise the leg. Legs stay nice and long and straight. Excellent, keep that going. Nice and steady now, just keep that moving. That's good. Round that back, strengthen the back of those shoulders. Really helps with that posture as we're sitting at a desk. Hopefully stops you getting those rounded shoulders, that ache across the top of your spine. That's good, couple more. So it's one more each side. And we're resting that down. Okay, so we're going to stay face down on your mat, but this time I want you to extend the arms forwards. So we're going to go into our swim. So we're going to start just by raising that head slightly and the arms off the ground, and we're going to paddle those hands up and down. Do that for a few seconds, rest the arms down. We'll go into that flutter kick of the feet. So face down on the floor, arms extended forwards. Bring those arms out. So starting with the arms, let's raise up and paddle those hands. If you struggle to raise and you need to rest your head down, absolutely fine. Still work those shoulders. That's good. A few more seconds. And rest the hands down. So we're going to raise both legs off the ground and then paddle those feet. That's it, feet up and down. Nice gentle little flutter kick. Imagine you're in that hotel pool or that cruise ship pool and you're just doggy paddling across to the pop-up bar at the far side. Gentle swim across. That's it. Few seconds. And rest those legs down. Going back to your arms. So let's raise those head and arms, and we're going to paddle those hands up and down. A little gentle little doggy paddle there. Just up and down. Few seconds. And rest it down, back to the legs. Long straight legs off the floor. And gently paddle them up and down. That's good. Little long legs, pointed toes, fluttering up and down. Movement starting from that lower back. That's good. And rest it down. So one more of each. So we'll go back to those arms, raise up, paddle the hands. That's good. A few more seconds. And rest it down onto your legs. Paddling those feet up and down. Just that gentle little flutter kick. That's good. A few more. And ease down. So just one time, we're going to put the two together. So arms and legs together. So extend out. Let's raise up. And paddle both together. A little bit quicker across that pool now to that pull bar. That's it. Good. A few more seconds. And ease it down. Well done. Okay, we're going to bring ourselves up into our kneeling position now, into that kneeling box. We're going to go into our Superman, so starting with a standard, normal, regular Superman where with one arm forwards, opposite leg extends back. We'll do that for a few reps and then we'll change, add in a second movement. So when we're ready, into position, let's extend, nice and long, bring it in, opposite side. That's it. Good, nice and steady. Aiming to keep that back nice and level. Balancing that tray of drinks on there. That's good. Well done, keeping that going a few more times. We're going to add in that second movement. So we're going to have that toe touch in it next time. So we're going to extend. Back knee bends as we reach around for that toe. Back and chain. So we extend. Find that toe, extend and in. Don't worry if you can't find your toe, as long as you're reaching roughly in that direction. That's it, keep that going. So the only thing that should be moving is one arm, one leg. The rest of the body stays still, that back stays level, those hips stay level. Good, couple more. So last one. And bring that in, well done. Okay, if you need to sit up, just take that pressure off the wrist for a few seconds. So one more exercise on our front. Bit of a static one, so we're going to go into our knee hover. So we're going to go to your kneeling box position. Then we're just going to raise our knees a fraction off the ground and hold it there. So a bit like a kneeling plank. So when we're ready, hands on the mat under our shoulders, feet behind, and then lift those knees just a fraction off the ground and hold it there. Keep breathing nice and steady. Good, a few seconds. And relax that down, sit up, take that pressure off your wrists. So we're going to do it a couple more times. So when we're ready, hands back down on the mat, under those shoulders. Ready to take the weight and lift. That's it, hold in there, a few more seconds. If you start to shake, that's totally normal. And rest it down. Sit up, take that pressure off the hands if you need. Ease them out, so we'll do one more. That's it. So when we're ready, we go hands back down onto the mat. And let's lift those knees. Really good. Hold it there, a few more seconds. And relax that down. Well done, excellent. Okay, we're going onto our sides now. So it's a leg extended out on one side, arm under your head, hand in front for support if we need. Nice and long. That's it. So try draw your waist away from the mat. Bottom legs off the ground if you can. And we're going to start with that single leg lift. Just a few repetitions, then we're going to change it up and add in that knee drop to the front. So next time, when we get to the top, we drop in front, we go back high, down together. So we lift, drop, lift, together, up, drop, up, together. That's it. Keep it really controlled, making sure we're keeping those hips stacked, one on top of the other. That's it, really good. Nicely done, nice steady lifts up and together. Good, couple more. One more time. And bring that down together. Okay, spin yourselves around. So we're going to do each exercise each side before we move on to your next one. So a little spin round, get yourself extended out nice and long into that start position. And we raise that leg. That's good. Just nice and steady. And next time we're going to add in that drop. So we're in front, up, together. Let's lift, drop, lift, together. Excellent. That's it. Nicely done. Really good. Let's keep that going. Let's have a few more times. Good, 2 more. 1 more. And rest it down. Okay, so we're going back over to the other side and into that scissors movement. So resting out, extended long as we were to start with. Instead of raising the leg, we scissor them forwards and back. So let's take it to our start position. Nice and long, resting on that hip bone. Waist drawn away from the mat, legs off the ground if you can, and we scissor those legs. Keeping that nice and controlled. Long straight legs. Excellent. A few more times now. Aiming for that controlled movement. Not too fast. We don't have to be trying to do the splits when we scissor those legs forwards and back. Medium movement. That's good. Once more each way. And bring that together. Spin ourselves around. Over onto that other side. So we're nice and long. As soon as we're ready, take it in to scissoring those feet. That's it, really good, nicely done. Steady away. More. And resting that down. Okay, take it back to our other side. We're laying out, arms at 90 degrees to the body, knees bent up. So we're going to open the door. This time how we're going to do it is we're going to draw that semicircle around our head. Eyes follow your hand to the back. Bring it over the top. So we draw it around, then over. Gives you that nice circle around, really stretches out around the chest and shoulder. Good bit of mobility. You might find that the shoulder creaks and cracks a little bit. As long as that's not painful, that's normal, that's fine. That's good. Bringing that over. Excellent. Couple more. Good. One more time. Then we change sides. And bring that in. Good. So roll yourselves over or spin round. Same exercise on this other side. So we've got those knees bent up, arms at 90 degrees to the body, hands on top. We're going to draw that circle around, bring it over. That's good. Keep that going. Excellent. That's it. 2 more. 1 more time. And rest that down. Okay, we're going over onto our backs now. So last few little exercises. We're going to start laid on our back with our feet up in tabletop. So we've got that 90-degree bend at hip and at knee, shins parallel to the ceiling, hands pointed up. And we're going to start with that toe tap down. So just pivoting at the hip, that toe tapping to the ground. So as we tap, our opposite hand can drop behind the head. That's it, so we've got that dying fly impression as we laid on the floor, arms and legs kicking. That's good. If you feel that arch at the bottom of your spine starting to increase, starting to exaggerate, engage that core, bring it back to your natural position. That may be flat against the mat, it may have a curve at the bottom. Whatever's normal and natural for you, aim to keep it there. As we continue this exercise, you tend to find your back arches, so engage, bring it in. That's good. A few more. That's it. Good. 1 more each leg. And bring that in. A little hug of the knees if you need. Okay, feet down onto the mat. Keeping laid back, we're going to take it to a bridge. So we're going to tilt that pelvis under. We're going to peel the back off the mat. Push the hips up. Push the heels down. And slowly roll that back. Pelvis rocks back at the end. So we tilt under, we peel off the mat, we push up, and slowly back down. So it's that rolling, peeling movement as we lift off the mat, and then smoothing that spine back down onto the mat. That's it. Just nice and steady. Good, a few more times. So really push up at the top, squeeze that bum as we push ourselves up, push those hips up, control it down. That's it, focus on that technique. Feel that pelvis rock back and then it tilts under, we peel the back off the mat, 1 vertebra at a time. We go back down as if you're smoothing piece of Velcro together. That's good. 2 more. So bringing that up, pushing up, those heels into the ground. 1 more. Bring it up, push that bum up, squeeze that bum, the heels in the ground, and slowly back down. Good. Bring yourself up to sitting. So last exercise, we're sitting up, taking our hands forwards. We're just going to slowly roll it back. Bring it back up to sitting, so nice and tall. Take that back. So a little challenge if we can. We're going to see if we can go a fraction further back each time. A little bit of progression. Can we try and go 1 degree further each time? good. 2 more. And then our last one, after this, will take us all the way to the mat. So we're going to go all the way back. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Bring that over, lift the head, tuck the chin. Follow the hands along the legs. Reach into those toes. Grab the toes if you can. And hold that stretch. For 3, 2, 1. Bring one leg across the other, twisting to the side of the bent leg. So looking over that hip. And then we change over, swapping sides. Good, bring your feet together. Bring them in, let those knees drop out. And if you want to take that stretch a little further, you can use those elbows just to gently press down. That's good. And then let's bring that up to our feet. Just standing up. Taking one foot back. Feet are parallel. Front knee bends, back leg straight. And then it's hands together, reach forwards. Head down. Good, change legs. Opposite foot goes back. Hands in the small of the back this time. Chest forward, shoulder blades together. Turn the head to the side. And the other side. And relax, bring that in. Let's pick one foot up. Give that thigh a stretch. And change legs. Feet down, nice and wide. Let's sweep that through, have that really big stretch high. One more time. Up onto the toes, reach for the sky. 3, 2, 1, and relax it there, well done.